So it's time to talk about the purpose of a marital partnership. Now, marriage itself has such a creative energy to it that it can sweep us along into a wondrous life. However, there's another part of us that wants to be intentional, that wants to craft the marital union towards something. And that is the intended purpose of this video. How to establish a marital purpose with intentional consciousness, doing it with intent for a specific outcome. And there are three options. We can craft the deceitful partnership, the truthful partnership, or the unique partnership. Let's begin with the deceitful partnership. And just about all marriages start here, because the underlying nature of a man is worthlessness. And the underlying nature of a woman is undesirability. So the delusion needs to be maintained that there's joy and there's bliss and there's wonder. He's truly a leader. She's truly desirable. It's great. But that's not the truth of it. So we must cultivate a deceitful partnership to conceal the man's worthlessness. So the woman offers the opportunity for the man to be successful. But he's not successful. So it's deceitful. At the same time, the man gives the delusion that the woman is desirable through all the ways that he can. And underneath all this, there's a concealment of hopelessness. We hope that we can change through the marriage. Maybe the man's leadership will make the woman desirable. Maybe the woman's help will make the man successful. But it's hopeless. And the end is always assured. So even though the deceitful partnership can last for a time, eventually we all crave a good dose of truth. And we can see this progression in so many marriages. There's such joy and bliss and wonder during the initial birth of the union, which again, clothed in that deceit. But when the truth comes out, and the man is revealed to be worthless, and the woman is revealed to be undesirable, that is when the warfare begins, where the man makes sure the woman knows how undesirable she is, and vice versa, the woman is going to make it abundantly clear how worthless he is in return. So in the truthful partnership, the couple reveals the man's worthlessness in graphic displays. One of the most depicted is cheating. So if the woman cheats on the man, we might say, oh, that's so terrible. Why would she do that? Well, she would do that because he's worthless. And cheating on him, going to another man, shows her husband or boyfriend just how worthless he is. And it doesn't make it right, but it does make it true. At the same time, though, there's a revelation of the woman's undesirability. So a classic example is the man's wandering eyes. Where are his eyes wandering? What's he looking for? He's looking for someone desirable, but yet the woman he's chosen is right in front of him. But of course, that's a revelation of how undesirable she actually is. And again, this leads to a full-blown revelation of how hopeless changing the man and the woman are. He will stay worthless. She will stay undesirable. And this inevitably leads to the divorce, the separation. And we can read between the lines here and see that the original marital contract, although there was legal documents involved, the true nature was the deceit. The basis of the marriage was to make the man feel successful, to make the woman feel desirable, when that is not true. So when it all plays out, and the truth comes full circle, the partnership ends. So the sad thing about both of these two options is that they're really boring. In fact, most marriages are playing one of these two games. And it's just not very entertaining. It's been done before. It'll be done again. But fortunately, there's a third option. The unique partnership. So how does the unique partnership work? Well, it discards the man's worthlessness. It doesn't try to verify it. It doesn't try to disprove it. It doesn't try to change it. It just discards it. Why? Because it's just not useful. What do you do with a man that's worthless? You don't do anything with him. So you just discard that whole concept. Same thing with a woman. What are you going to do with an undesirable woman? Well, nothing very interesting, so you just discard the whole thing. Same thing with the hopelessness of change. There's nothing you can do about it, so just discard it. Sounds nice, but what is this all for? Well, unique creation requires making something from nothing. So you can't use the pre-existing worthlessness, the pre-existing undesirability, or the pre-existing hopelessness. They're all useless. You cannot use them to truly manifest something that's unique because they're already here. And you can't use any of that. You have to use something from nothing. Bring it out from inside of ourselves, discarding everything that currently exists. And what is that? What are we bringing out as a marital couple? Well, a unique world, a crafted expression of something amazing that doesn't exist yet. And it'll involve family. It'll involve the bodies that the couple have. It involves their talents. It involves their friends, their family, their leadership capabilities, and ultimately a legacy that will perpetuate itself beyond their lifetime. That's a unique world, and that's what the unique partnership designs. It's not designing proof that the man's successful or proof that the woman is desirable. Those are a complete waste of time. They're building something, some tangible thing, which will involve a lot of different aspects: the family, friends, money, resources, all these things. They're building a world together. That's the purpose of a unique partnership. Because marriage cannot create success or desirability, but it can create uniqueness. Now, beneath this whole discussion, there is something very important. What is the most important drive to a human being? Well, if we look in our current world, it seems men are most driven towards success. Well, because they're worthless. They're trying to be successful, but they're not. And it looks like women are being motivated by the hope, the pursuit of desirability. So is success what really drives a man? Is desirability what really drives a woman? Or is the ultimate drive we have to create something unique? That's what's beneath this whole discussion. And it doesn't seem like anyone will be convinced until they figure it out for themselves.